Hello Battlefield fans, Wildchild here. Welcome to a double video. That's right, double video, and today we're using another of the new weapons. Okay, we're using the GROZA-1, which happens to be a carbine. So it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be crazy. And first of all, this first gameplay is a TDM. Obviously here on a Parcel Storm, we joined late, as you see at the score. But we got some kills, so it was pretty fun. So why not post this one? And the other one happens to be a domination gameplay on Rock Transmission. So it's gonna be pretty fun. And let's talk about this gun. This gun has some attachments that you cannot move or remove or change. So it's like locked down like that. And I am not sure how I feel about it. I really don't like it because it kind of like locks you. No. Like it boxes you in to use that gun with that attachment. So there's no room for you to explore, with different stuff. So that, my friend, it's a downside of this gun. I'm not gonna say it sucks because it doesn't, but I'm not gonna tell you that it's really cool because it's an okay weapon. Sometimes it feels like it's decent. Sometimes it feels like it's not that great. You know what? No. Let me rephrase that. I think the gun is good at a medium range. It kind of sucks at close range, but it also sucks at long range. So I think medium range is perfect for this gun. Which is it's a big difference from all the guns that we got in the game. Let's say the AK-5C or the SG-553. Just to name a few. Those guns are really good at maybe long range and even close range and everything, because it's accuracy or firepower or the crazy fire rate. This is always something. This gun is something like in between. So it's not so great for close range because I don't think even though fire rate is like 725, it's not so bad. But damage wise, I don't think it has really good damage just to go ahead and keep everything on a close range, right? And for long range, this gun has some crazy recoil, and once again, the damage output in this gun is not so great. So it's to me, it's not so good for long range shots. So everything needs to be on a medium range, and works pretty good. It's a 31 magazine, so it's pretty decent. You get some kills. Like maybe 2 kills without reloading, which is pretty good, for a gun. There's another GROZA-4, which happens to be SMG, and that one has a submachine. I'm sorry, it's a submachine gun and has a suppressor, and that one has 21 rounds, which is very little, so kind of sucks. So 31 it's okay, it's not so bad. It's okay right there, and I think it's, like I said, enough just to kill some guys. So it's a fun gun. The first time I used it, I didn't like it. Just like I said, it felt weird. It felt like low range wasn't working very well. Wasn't working good. Close range. So I'm like, this gun it's weird. Like I don't like it. I don't like it. Especially for the way that I play, and like doesn't fit my game style. But it's still a decent weapon. So I think I'll stick to the SG-553. If I want to be aggressive, and keep everything to the close to mid range, and for long range shots, the AK-5C, which is pretty beast. So, so the guns, I mean, that one right there pretty decent right there, medium range. But I mean, overall, it's a nice gun to use. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Reminds me, for some reason, I don't know why, but it reminds me of the P90 from like Modern Warfare 2 or like the Modern Warfare series. It's a decent gun. It's very fun to use, and it's awesome. It's awesome having new weapons in the game. And like I mentioned in my previous video, with the A94, it's all about the challenge. The challenge yourself. Even though I didn't like this gun, I don't like it that much, I still used it. I'm like, I just need to keep destroying the enemy. Regardless the score. I just need to keep winning games with this gun because it's like, in a way, like it pisses me off that I don't like the gun. No. That I maybe sometimes can't do well with a certain gun. So for me, it creates a challenge, to be good with the gun. Maybe not the greatest guy ever, but to be decent, with certain weapons. And for me, this gun happens to be just like that. It just makes me go crazy and keep playing just because I want to master the gun. I'm not gonna let the gun win, right? I'm gonna win over the gun. So that's what I did. And like I said, I played just a couple of games, nothing too crazy. Just having so much fun. And once again, going back to the battlefield is always good. It's always good, mix it up between Destiny, The Witcher 3, and whatever else I'm playing. I don't know what else I'm gonna play, but right now it's Witcher 3, Destiny, Battlefield. So it's all good, having a good game rotation, and so you don't get bored with one game, you don't get aggravated, so it's all good. But I don't know. There's another attachment for this gun. Um, Sort of like lets you look like or see what the enemy is. It's like a cone vision type of thing, in the mini map. And I used it, but to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention to the mini map or to the little cone thing and whatever's going on. So maybe that's the strongest point for this gun. But I didn't really use it or really I was so focused on what's going. Yes, I do look at the mini map, but I tend to not to stare at it for too long because it's crazy, I play a lot in Domination TDM. Everything is close quarter, everything is chaotic, so I don't want to be looking down at the mini map for too long. So for me, it wasn't like it could be a really good attachment, but I didn't use it that much, and it was okay. But overall, the gun it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's fine. But once again, my issue is that it comes with these certain attachments. It's like the loader is just like this, and not much you can do about it. So I'll rather use other grips and other things, in the gun. But I mean, overall, it's a fun gun. This is not a gun review. I just post the gameplays and tell you, what's my experience so far with the gun. Probably you love it. Probably you're gonna hate it. Probably you're gonna be something in between, and that's fine. You have the right to like, dislike, whatever gun in the game. But I mean, if you want to challenge yourself with a nice gun, this is the gun to go. It's like I said, pretty fun. It's try to avoid long range shots. It's not so powerful. So with that knowledge, I think you should be all set. You should be all set trying to maybe not to engage in enemy at long range and close range, and you should be all set. So everything medium range, which sometimes is kind of difficult. So I mean, I try to be aggressive here in both gameplays. Um, just because we have decent teammates and we have decent score, so allow me to be more aggressive and not to worry about, hey, what if I die a couple of times and I don't want to lose the game and things like that. So when you have a decent team, when everything is going well for your team, it like opens up a door for you to play, like, let's say, more aggressive, more defensive, or whatever going on, in the game, depending the game mode. If it involves capturing an objective, obviously, if you have a decent teammate, it's going to be a lot easier for you to go and capture the flag or arm the bomb or whatever you're playing. So that's the way it goes. But for me, it was pretty cool. Decent teammates trying out this gun, so why not just try to be aggressive and see what we can do or cannot do, and it's all good. So always searching for snipers. People love to snipe in this map. So I'm always careful, especially when I'm trying all these new guns. I'm always careful because I don't know how the gun is going to behave. So once again, just avoid close quarters with this gun. That's what I recommend. Probably you're gonna do well. Probably you have better accuracy or whatever. But I just don't think it's that powerful. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But it's all good. So this game just ended. You should destroy these guys, man. 141 is pretty good. We only died twice in a very stupid way. I didn't see that claymore, but but we got some kills, and it's all good, and it's a decent weapon. And this gameplay over here, this domination, was very interesting as well, because we started with it's a two-man team, so 2v3. So I thought about maybe, hey, just go and capture the flags, and maybe just wait for other people to join in, and hopefully the game will restart. well, they didn't restart, just keep playing. So some other people joined in, for both teams, and it was pretty fun. So I thought it was kind of weird that the game didn't restart, uh, but it was all good. And once again, same loadout didn't change anything. I kept the claymore is very helpful for defending those flags or certain checkpoints. So I recommend the claymore. Some people don't like it. Some people complain. Believe it or not, there's people that complain about you using the claymore. So I don't know. I don't think it's something something that terrible. I mean, it's a good attachment. It's very useful, especially for domination, TDM. It's all good. But yeah, claymore and. That it. That's all you need for this map, and just go ahead and capture B. B is important. But for the most part, we just had a good time. Like I said, just two kind of easy games, perfect for just rushing around, capture the flag, hitting the objective, getting some kills here and there, and it's all good in the battlefield. It's all good as long as the game behaves. And I want to talk about what I talked in the previous video a couple of weeks ago, and is the whole shotgun issue. Is just the range needs to be nerfed. I'm not saying the gun is just perfect. It's just its range. It's just like it's way too much. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I think about these things in a way that, like, that to me doesn't make any sense. How the shotguns were fine before they released a patch to fix and to improve other things, and shotguns range all of a sudden just like breaks loose, and it's just ridiculous. Like, you can outgun a guy with a that's using a carbine or assault rifle with a shotgun at long range. You can out, because it's just like that. It doesn't make any sense. So to me, that's something these guys need to focus like ASAP, because that's going to create um, chaos in the game. That's going to create unbalancing situation, and it's unbalancing issues. So it creates balancing issues. So it cannot have that range. Yes, shotgun need to be powerful at close range. Okay, only close range, but long range, or even medium range, it should be a lot weaker. So that's something they need to work on. But uh, I mean, other than that, we just had a good time. I like the piece of wood on this gun over here. That's just, I don't know, it's just very cool looks. Reminds me, guns that we used before P90, for some reason, the Type 100 from I don't know why, from maybe the item sites, whatever it was, but just like brings back memories from all the games, all the guns, and it's all good, because I enjoy most of these guns. Even though I'm not a big fan of this one, I think it's a good gun. I think it's fun. Probably I'm gonna take a look at it next time I play the game. Maybe take a look, like a closer look once again, to the attachment, which one I can change, and maybe try something different next time. Maybe that will make it a little better. But I think the two attachments that I was looking at, you cannot change them at all, so a bummer. But for the most part, I think the gun is decent. The gun is decent. It's going to do the job, and it all comes down to your accuracy. I don't have a really good accuracy right now. Comes down to your team. If you have a decent team, they're gonna make your job a lot easier, whether you're playing TDM or domination, conquest, or rush, or whatever you're doing. Having a decent team always makes your job a lot easier, so you can sneak up on the enemy and do all weird stuff that you want to do. So definitely you need a good team. But for the most part, it's just a decent gun. Look at this. Just now it's killing quick at close range. So maybe it was the games that I was playing. Maybe the server was just like acting up. But like in this game, like I'm seeing right now, it just worked pretty decent. So I got lucky. Maybe just that. But it's a fun gun. So next time I'll be trying the SMG version of this gun. Like I said, that one comes with a suppressor, so you have to take in consideration range. And like I mentioned before, it also has a 21 rounds in the magazine, so that's very little. You have to be like perfect accurate, with that gun. Otherwise, you are going to run out of ammo trying to kill one guy, and if you miss, probably he's gonna kill you, and then you're gonna be all aggravated, and that's not good. It's gonna ruin your gaming experience. So yeah, that would be my next gun, and we'll see how that goes, and it's pretty fun, and it's just fun. That's the only word that I can come up with when I try new guns, and good guns, bad guns. It's all about having fun, and it's all about. And the fun thing is, like, when you use a gun, and or a gun that you're not familiar with, right? Okay, a gun that maybe you don't like the range, maybe you don't like the recoil, maybe you don't like things like that. So you use that gun for a while, and believe it or not, you get used to it, and you get good at it, and you destroy the enemy, and regardless, the game mode and whoever you're playing, you kill them. But the beauty is, like, when you go back to some of the old guns that are better than the one that you were using. So let's put an example here. Using the GROZA-1, you don't like the GROZA. It's like, oh man, I don't like it. You use it for a while, but still you don't like it. Then you switch back to the SG553 or the AK5C, and it's gonna feel so much different. Like, wow, it's like so much power. It's good, it feels like different, but it's the same gun. But no, it feels different because you were using the other gun for so long, and that you get used to it. But I mean, that's part of the game, how to train yourself to use other guns, and just to get a bunch of kills and a skill. Okay, so that's very very important as well. So as always, focusing over here, as you see on this B flag. This guy didn't represent much of a threat. There was a few guys trying to play the objective. Kudos to those guys on the enemy team. Most people just decide to snipe, or maybe just rage quit. But some of these guys decided to they decided to stick around and get some kills and try to win the game. So in the process, we just had a good time, and it was all good. So uh, look, I got killed by the GROZA-4, the one that I was talking about. You know, uh, Good range for, I don't know, like I said, maybe it was the games that I was playing with this one, but yeah, the range was just like horrible. It's just like bad. So now I can see that even the GROZA-4 with the suppressor has a decent damage, on that range. So maybe it's servers. I don't know. I don't want to blame everything to the game, but sometimes it's our aiming, sometimes it's just the guy saw you first, and sometimes it's lag. So who knows? But for the most part, I think you need to give it a try. Just for fun. If you're just bored, yes, I know you're good at this game. I know you're a beast, and you can use any gun. But yeah, give it a try to this one. It's fun. It's interesting. It's challenging. Sounds pretty good. Looks pretty good. And what's not to like. What's not to like. It's all good. So. And so there's like a couple of guns I need to look at. What guns I need to get ready for upcoming videos. So I know there's one LMG, the L86A2. Yeah, that one is pretty good. I was talking about it on a previous video, and yeah, I don't like this 21 rounds for the LMG. I think it's too little. Usually LMGs carry more ammo, in their magazine. So, but I mean, that's not a groundbreaking thing, but that's just how I feel. But as you see in this game, we hold these three flags pretty much throughout the whole game. It was just ridiculous. It was good. Like, we got people spread out all over the map, all over the place, watching those flags. So anytime they took B, boom, it was back to blue. So it was so good. I think we did a pretty good job, with these randoms. And when you have good people on your team, once again, it just makes your job so much easier, and so much fun. And if you believe this, more relaxing in a way. I know sometimes you get like stressed out because they're not playing the objective and no one is doing this. But sometimes, when you play with people like go after flags, and do all this stuff, and makes your job so much easier, that you feel relaxed. You feel like so relaxed, and everything is good, and you just want to keep playing with the same people because it's fun. It's fun. So this is what we did with these randoms, and it paid off. We just destroyed these guys, and like, I feel bad for them, because usually they put me on the bad team. I've been getting a little lucky, for the past couple of weeks, you know, and I get put on a good fire team, you know, with the good guys. For the most part, they just put me with the horrible people, or people who just want to snipe, not play the objective, and it's very frustrating. But once again, we just pulled this domination lockdown for a while. I don't know for how long. I haven't, you know, take a look at it, but I was, you know, for a while, and it was all fun. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. The gaming is slowly coming to an end. If you enjoyed this gameplay, please check out my channel, the videos, check out the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt playthrough that I've been posting, also Destiny and more Battlefield on my channel if you want to. But I will be looking forward to use the rest of the guns and bring you more gameplays with it, you know, show it to you, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you hear my opinion, and you know, just have a good time. It's all about having a good time, and that's what we do here in my channel. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Alright, later.
Listen up. Objective Charlie is now under our control.